doing two different kind of lives. I want to play with borders. Okay, so we are doing a border series, right? We are just doing the auto ship on the borders that Anna Griffin just gave us for an auto ship. So I pulled out my old borders. And I'm going to tell you that the easiest way to do what I call an extreme border, and I'm sorry I'm so close to the camera, an extreme border is to pull out these embossing folders. This is a rosette, okay? And then this is the big fat rosette. If you have a rosette little thing like this, it doesn't have to be an Anna Griffin one. This is a little bit more than a 1/4 of an inch. And then these kind of borders. You see that? We are going to cut them up right now, and you're going to see how fast we can go and make what I'm calling an extreme border with the borders that we just got last week, okay? And then I'm going to show you the oldie but goodie. Yes, I have to say yes to someone. Someone is, yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm buying something on YouTube, on eBay. Sorry, so this is the original. Or the old, the Paper Tricks 2 is what we called it, okay? And it comes with dies, but it also comes with embossing folders that are just like the Paper Tricks original, okay? They look like this. Let me see if you can see that, okay? It's this funny little squiggly line, very cool. And then it comes like with this box pleat, but the box pleat is a little extra special because it pleats out to the sides. Love that one. And then this one is like a 3 little box pleat. And that is, I think it's called a waterfall. Pleated. I'm calling it a waterfall. It's a pleated ribbon. Okay, so let me show you how those look. The one that I love is this one that's called Cascade. Oh, I thought it was a waterfall. Cascade one, okay? And it looks like this. Wrong one. It looks like this. Okay, you have 2 going straight down and then this little skirt thing. Isn't that just adorable? I just love it. But you can also turn it into this. These little parts are out and this part is in. And I have to say yes again. Yes again. To my person that I'm buying. I can't deal with this. Okay, so here is the 2 that go out, okay? And then you can also do the same like you did this way, but on the reverse side. Look how cool that looks when they're all tucked in. So here's the front, okay? Here's the back. And then I don't know what to call this one with the little 2 sides. It looks like a little dress. I love this one, okay? This is on Paper Tricks 2, and I can show you when we measure them, we can see exactly how big to make that, okay? And, okay. And this is the pleated ribbon one that I was calling a waterfall. So genius, so cute. Look at that. Okay, it's like 3 little pleats and then a long piece, and 3 little pleats and a long piece. So this is just so perfect. Why? Because you can put one of those gorgeous borders and stick that in between, and it's flat. Like the whole thing is flat. Yes, you can make it fluffy if you wanted to, but it's a pleated area, so it's flat. So you can make something that looks like textured, but it's gonna be flat. Okay, and then that complicated one that I'm sorry, you cannot do with a scoreboard, because this is really weird. Like the squiggly lines on this thing is weird. And it makes this. Here, this is the front, okay? So we're gonna cut them up, and I'm gonna show you how fun it is to use those. And then also there's another one in our original. Well, I'm calling this the fancy folds. I think they call it that. This was the original one. I know, amazing that I'm still holding on to that little paper. Okay, here is this one. Okay, and the one that's smocked. This one is the box pleat. I'm trying to make sure that I'm telling you the right names. And this one is smocked, okay? And let's see if I can get this up on my live, because I'm not even watching me. And then this one is really cool because it folds out. So it kind of looks like a wave. And then this one is really awesome. It folds out on two sides. We're going to make that one. And then you know the rosette that closes in that kind of looks like a shell, okay? Those are just so fun. So I'm going to use gold foil paper, and then we're just going to kind of practice putting a little piece of the ribbon border floral stuff that we used from before. And you're going to see how gorgeous these things look, okay? Let's pull out. Now, what I have is a bunch of gold foil matte paper, and I wanted to cut it into, let's pull out two. I was going to use some other scratch paper, but you know it's going to be beautiful, so I need it in gold. And if I do it in gold, I know that I will always use it. But you don't have to have 12-inch paper. That's what's so nice about this technique, is that you can use smaller size paper. Hello, Marianne, how are you? I know, I kind of tricked you guys. I'm doing a double today. So I'm going to cut this up. We're going to talk about 2 inches is what I want you to see what this looks like in 2-inch strips. And that off on Nick. Nick is, that was Nick. Hey, Nick, what are you doing? Child of God, we've got you on live. Yes, because guess what? He should have, it wasn't that nice. That went through my phone and I didn't get knocked out. So, yes, I don't know why that went through. But even if I would have turned it off, he's one of my emergency people, Nick. Oh man, do I need to get some Botox there? I think I do. That looks really angry. Oh, I need to get some Botox for some headaches, but I just saw that real quick and I think I'm too close to the camera. So I am cutting up this little paper. Hello, Yvonne, how are you? I am so glad that you're here with me. I have Dell here. Okay, so ladies, we are going to do extreme bordering. Dinner is coming around the corner, Candy. I am doing some kind of beef chili thing, something that I just kind of, you know, threw a bunch of veggies in. Okay, I have tons of these gorgeousness, okay? I'm going to show you what I want to do with this. And I'm going to move you to my desk so you can see all these gorgeous things that we are going to do with this. Yes, because it is so much fun here in Love Land. Love Land with my love. My daughter has Botox. Yes, I think I need it for TMJ, and you can get it also for headaches. And I think Botox is love. But yeah, I saw that number 11 was coming out a little bit strong, and I was like, ooh, let's get some Botox on that little baby. It's because I'm too close to the camera. Okay, so first of all, when you use this, you just need these two. You don't really need the shims. I sometimes use the shims just because, you know, I want them to be really nice and tight. And let's do this first one that I was showing you was the pleated ribbon, okay? I always start mine on the very top. Oh, am I really starting to spin? Let's see. All right, you can see me. Yay, no, maybe? Hey, hello, Maria. Hello, Candy, and Yvonne is here with me, and Dell. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I like to put my paper in the very top so that I know exactly where it's at when it comes back out to me. This is Paper Tricks number 2, okay? Paper Tricks number 2. And I am doing them in gold just because I know that I will use it in gold, right? Oops, am I frozen again? Nope, I'm still there. Okay, and when I do a border, I know that more than likely it's going to be kind of like a ruffle. So I'm going to use a heavy duty score like this one. And I'm going to put it on one side. And I think what I have figured out is that it works really good for me if I do it on both sides, like so. And then it works really good if you kind of press into that score tape. Because I have felt like the score tape is really strong, but then I feel like the score tape is coming apart because it's just coming off of the paper. Not that it's not gluing to the paper. It just never attached itself to the paper. Okay, so here we go. So the waterfall of this, we're gonna measure so that you don't have to use a, get these on eBay for $100. I'm just gonna tell you the secret measurement of this. And that way, this is going to be, we're saying 1/2 inch. Well, yeah, this one here is 1/2 inch, and I am folding it in and over, okay, zigzag, in and over. And this little bitty part is going to be 1/4. So we are doing 1/2 inch, 1/4, 1/2 inch, 1/4. Do you guys get it? Okay, you can do that with a simple score tool. You don't have to have this tool. Now, yes, this tool is nice. You can do it really, really fast. And so it's folding over this way. And what you're getting is a nice, pretty ruffle, a little pleat in between, and in between these 3 pleats is 2.5 inches. So you have 2.5 inches, okay? So it's a 1/4, 1/2, 1/4, 1/2, 1/4, 1/2, and then here is 2.5 inches. So you can do the exact same thing with a scoring tool. This is a glass plate that I have underneath me, so you can see that the glass plate is not letting, that score tape does not sit on it. You must really burnish the tape, that score tape in. I agree. If it doesn't get in there, it's not going in there. Okay, so this is what I'm calling my pre-made kind of scoring tape, right? Now, because now the 12 inch is smaller, I'm going to do the exact same thing one more time. What's everybody having for dinner? What's for dinner in your world? You are good if you score really, really good. Hello, Martha. How are you? And Candy and Yvonne, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Yvonne, I put your package in the mail. Okay, here's the next scoring piece, right? So what we have here in the middle is 1/2 inch. So if you want it to be continuous, you need to do a 1/2 inch in between this one and this one, and that is not enough. So we shall get 2.5 inches. Where's my little cutting tool? Is that 2.5 inches? That looks bigger. Yeah. Well, a little bit less than 2.5, but we're gonna go for 2.5, okay? So what I like to do here is, because this is the 2.5 part, And I'm gonna squeeze this little piece in. And that is our little connecting piece. Am I scoring too hard and my gold is folding the wrong way? You know, we're gonna put something on it. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so now this one is doing the same thing. Now this is the gold matte. I don't know what color gold matte this is, right? You know, some of the gold mattes are a little bit different. This one looks a little more yellow, but I think it's with all of my Anna Griffin stuff. So I'm gonna say it's an Anna Griffin tool. This is holding a ruffle. If you were using this score tape on one of those little mini books, you need to really score this stuff down really nice and tight, because yeah, you can lose your spot. You mess up paper. For our house, we are having some kind of beef stew thing. Should I say that? Beef stew thing? Doesn't sound very good. I made a pot of charro beans yesterday. So I thought that here we go, that one there. Okay, I thought that would be an easy dinner. Kind of just go with that. And you see, I'm just kind of sliding that right into that spot. And then we can add glue in between here. So basically what you have here is a little connecting piece. Just like everything else needs to connect. Okay? Because you want to go, well, I want to go with the 12. I'm always looking at a border to be at least 12. So it's 2.5 inches, and then you have these tiny little pleats that are 1/4, a 1/2 inch, and 1/4 and a 1/2 inch. 2.5 right here, 1/4, 1/2, 1/4, 1/2, 1/4 and 1/2. Isn't that lovely? Okay, and then I like to get my ruler and decide where I want, it's a 12-inch one, where I want, let's move all of this out of the way. $12 inches here. Let me see if I do this. Where exactly is my piece that I'm going to have? So here's, it's not quite even. So if I start with the 12 here and end with the 12, that kind of looks exactly where I need to be at. Okay. You see what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah, I am so sorry. My angle on my camera is wrong, different, because I was playing with it yesterday. And yeah, didn't put it back to where it's supposed to be, and my husband, it removed a spring, and now it's not where it's supposed to be. Okay, here is the 12 for me. And then here is the other one. So you see what I'm saying? I want to know exactly where I'm putting my 12 inches. So I want to finish it right after this space right here. Okay. And what I do here is get more tape. More of this. Maybe that's why I'm out of it, because I use quite a bit of it. And I'm putting it right over the tape that I already have. And this is going to keep it nice and folded and secure, because maybe I'm not going to use this right away, right? So now we're doing the other side. And this is border, let's call it a base, because let's be honest, you know that I'm going to put 3 or 4 different things on top of this. This is just the beginning base of a gorgeous border. Now, in my normal life, we would pull out our new album that has all of the gorgeous borders, okay? And let's say we're doing wildflower because we love wildflower. And we can pull out a pink one. Oh, that one's really, really thick. Okay. And you can make that work with that. Does that make sense? Look, you can find your space and make that work. Isn't that just so pretty? I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Just like that, you have a massive border. Ooh, yes, Charo beans is what I made yesterday. Those are my favorite. Love me some Charo beans. Okay, but of course we can't just do one. You know that I have issues. You know that I have issues, and you know you love me just the same because I have issues. And let's just, oh, look at that one. That one would be really pretty. I know, that's for maybe a wildflower rose something, right? Don't you think? That looks like that would be really pretty. Just like that, up and down, you know, okay? But if you wanted to make it more simple, you can get one of these loveliness. This one's short. And that could be your border for the bottom, the top, and your page is set, okay? That, you love my setup, okay? So I had to learn the hard way with this setup, okay? You have to use the fuse tool, but you need to have a fuse tool that's really, really hot. I had to learn the hard way that my tool was not hot enough, okay? So that's how I like to have them kept. And if it was me, I think I would love to do a pink one, okay? Like this. And then I think I would like to cut this one in half and do something different with it. Because you know that I am on the crazy side. I just, you know, just, okay, so we just did the waterfall one. And let's do the Cascade one because that one is my favorite of the favorites. Nope, because it's not going to be enough. I need to do the box pleat. I haven't done the Cascade one in gold. Let's do the Cascade one in gold. And let's try it out with two of them because you know I need to have two. And let's try it live and in person with you. Okay, I push them all the way to the very edge here just to make sure, and I keep them as straight as possible. With this kind of geometry on these papers, you want them to be as straight as possible. I do use my shim, and then somebody told me that I needed a shim that comes from the plastic bed sheets, the plastic containers that our bed sheets come in. Lately, mine have been coming from Amazon in a box, but I found those in something. So they said that that was a good shim, a shimmy. Okay. This is really, they call it the Cascade. Stunning, absolutely stunning. I would like to do it in the printed, in this one printed, but I don't know how it would look because it's half. I want to cut it in half. I don't want it to be both. Okay, let's see. How did we do? I'm liking my little Impress setup there. Okay, now this one works. The big part of the triangle is on the bottom. So the top part is where the glue would be at, okay? I don't think you can do it the other direction. And I am sorry, I have the fan on. I'm sorry. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Yes, it's the shimmy, shimmy, shimmy department. Okay. And I put them on both sides, and that would end up being, was that 4? I think I ended up with 4 of them because I put one on top to seal them up. And then I put, again, another set of this same glue on top after. So I have already four layers of glue in there. So yeah, maybe I'm using too much score glue. But you can do it easier. Okay, so you can do it without the score tape. You can do it with glue. I love the art glitter glue, but then you have to hold it. And I'm trying to not I'm trying to go faster, so I'm not. But you can hold it with normal glue and an horquilla. You know, a clothespin horquilla. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, my little wildflower was in the trash can. That's why I don't let anybody take my trash out of my craft room. Okay, so in my world, I like this one on top, but it can also be the other direction. Okay, and I want these two. Okay, you're doing this one. And you can probably do this if you're really good with that score tool. If you wanted to measure the distance between the bottom triangle is a 1/2 inch and the distance between the top is 1/8, and then you can make your angles. I think you can do that. I don't know if I can do it, but I think somebody can be talented and do that. Not a problem. The right rose with the gold would be perfect, right? I think so too. Okay, you can see now how this little skirt is coming out. And remember, again, what are we building here? We are building extreme borders. Okay, so I'm tucking it all in. Okay, just like that. Oh, I just love that. These are really, the paper is really nice and stiff. It holds up to the folding of this. And the score tape is what you want. If you, I mean, you can use the wet glue. If you put a little clothespin on it and hold it down, I think you can do it. I'm kind of thinking I need a clothespin just to kind of hold it together. You know, hold that there because it's popping apart. Put a clothespin on it. It wouldn't be doing that. Okay, so what's going on this week? Do we have ATG this week? Isn't it Wednesday? I know that my calendar says that there's a Love Shack Fancy drop tomorrow. Does anybody love Shack Fancy? Because I'm a Love Shack Fancy crazy person. Martha is on live. It's Yvonne. Hey, Yvonne and Katie. How are you, Yvonne and Katie? Oh, Kentucky. Oh, yes, Yvonne. I know who you are. Yes, we talked last time. Remember we were doing a... Okay, so I do Zoom crops. You have to come and be a member on my little page, Facebook page, and that is where I put the links to come in. How are you? I thought you... I was just reading Katie, the little subdivision next to me. It is Kentucky. I know who you are, Yvonne. How are things going? What are you thinking? How are things going? Okay, so you see these cute little cuteness. I think that somebody that's really clever with their craft tool can score this. But it is so cute. Okay, look at how cute this is. I think this lends itself to be a circle. Okay, or you can make it into a straight angle. You don't have to make it into a circle. Okay, so now I put these little things on top. The score tape is going to keep that tape nice and secure. I'm trying to think if I was supposed to do something. I have dinner ready. I'm sure my to-do list is super long, and I didn't do anything today. A whole lot of nothing but playing in this room. Okay, so here is this little loveliness, and you have another one, and you would do the same thing. I like to measure and then make a connector. So let's say this is going to be our connecting piece. So a really nice, easy spot that you can connect to is, let's make sure we're on the right spot, and I cut it right into that spot. Okay, and then we're going to push that right into it, so that we can build the entire 12-inch. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build the entire 12-inch. I know my nails are a hot mess. That is Eloisa written all over it. I have got to find my paper remover, nail polish remover. Yep, she got into my nail polish stuff, and of course we wouldn't let her. And, you know, I think this is really pretty good for, can you see that loveliness of mess on my nails? I think that's really pretty good for 3. I mean, she's 3. She knows how to use an iPhone, and she knows how to paint her nails. She knows that lipstick is supposed to go on your lips. So, and she's a single only child, so I don't know what is going on in her world, where she's picking up these habits. I don't know. Maybe she's, you know, she's not with me all the time, so it's not like it's my fault, right? No, it's not my fault. Oh, it got hot in my room. Okay. Now what we're doing here is I'm going to connect this one. Okay, to that little piece. And right in there, you kind of just sneak it under. And then on the back of this little baby, we're going to put a little glue so she doesn't fly up. Okay. And then here, we've got that one down. So now here you have another 12-inch border that you can play with when it's time to add more of those delicious borders that she is selling us on an auto ship. This one that I'm playing with is, what did we call it? The fall borders. Okay. Okay, here it is. And if this is from our simple border, look at how pretty that would look underneath that. Do you not see how gorgeous that would make the bottom of a page? And off you go. 6 pictures next. That's what I would like to do. We're going to do power scrapbooking. I'm just getting all my pictures ready, and we're going to make a bunch of these borders. And it's going to be in our wildflower collection. And you're going to see how fast and easy this goes. Now, let me show you one of my wild flowers here. No. This one. This is one of those crazy things that you do when you're in a retreat. Okay, here is extreme bordering, and then you put that on top. Or you can put this one on the bottom. I think that looks better. Look at that. Okay, so a couple little flowers here and there on it. Of course, because we're going to need some flowers. I have issues. I have issues. I don't know if you have to have floral issues, but what do you think? Let's move this one out of the way. We have right here, and I think that my husband is home because the dogs are going crazy. Lewis, go get daddy. Lewis, go get daddy. Is this working? Did I put it upside down? I put it back together again. Lulu. Oh. Just like this. And then you put the little floral right on top. You guys see how much my husband just, he just loves his babies. I can't find the right tape. Oh, that one's stuck. And then we're going to add a little bit of this one. And here is, I know, I'm missing some flowers here, right? And then this is just temporary, okay? I'm not quite ready to commit to this one. It's not sticking. I told you guys I use generic tape. The generic is coming back and biting me in the butt. Okay, and then here you go. Tell me that is not just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and I am losing you guys. Hello, hello. I am losing you guys. Who's making dinner? I don't know what's going on. Let me spin around and turn upside down. Ah, my camera's going off. That was my camera falling on my glass mat. Can you hear me, see me? Hello, how are you? Am I upside down? I think I'm upside down. Yay! Okay. Okay, so we're just trying too hard today. And so here it is. Here's those gorgeous little, we call them fancy folds, paper tricks. Pull them out. We need to get our paper tricks on. We need to cut a bunch of these in gold because you know gold always works. And it's like a neutral. Let's be serious. It's like a neutral. So then you have a gorgeous border, and then you do the wildflower, and you add a floral. It is staying flat. Okay, this is a flat page. We're doing flat for the middle of all these pictures. So here you go. That's it. Okay, so we're gonna work on getting a bunch of these done, and then we're gonna add a bunch of these. And I don't know, what do we think? 20, one for each page? Maybe a set. Maybe we should do 2 at a time. So you can do vertical, or you can do horizontal flats. You can do them on top. Wouldn't this be cute as a little, what did we call them? Valance on the top of a gorgeous little page. Okay, so we are working with these 2 things, and I am going to let you go so that we can make dinner and get everything done. But look how cute that is. Very cute. Extreme borders, but they're still going to be flat. They don't have to be super fat like the page that we did earlier. Where'd that page go? Right here. There's the difference. Here is a fat, I don't know, an inch thick. And this is just flat, okay? So we can play with our extreme borders and not have super fat pages. Because for Wildflower and for those other pictures, the Noel, and for Astrid that's coming out, I think Astrid's coming in a couple months, we need to think about doing a flat border for those. And then putting 6 pictures in them and getting them out of our cameras. So here we go. Flat borders that are also extreme without having to make them fat. But we still get to have fun with at least one. And that's what I'm giving myself. I'm giving myself permission to do a title page and an end page that's nice and chunky. And then all the rest needs to be nice and flat and no pop-up dots, okay? So let's see you later. I will come and play with you Thursday and Friday is what I'm hoping to be here with you. Let's see if we can make a date for Friday. Friday evening, maybe like we're doing now. I want to show you all of my garage sale items. And the garage sale is August 16th in Scrap Shack, Texas.com, and you can go and look at it. I think that Friday is the they call it the early bird special. So on Friday you get to go and shop Friday night fast, and then they open Saturday and I think Sunday. So I will show you all my items before I take them, and if you want to buy any of those items, you need to let me know before I put them in my car, before I drive them over to Scrap Shack, Texas. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys later. Let's say Thursday or Friday. Okay, thanks. Bye bye. Subscribe, leave me a thumbs up. Bye.